I spent a few days now, but just talk us through the mark and sort of what's been the reaction afterwards.
Yeah, really was not expecting it at all. I've been working a lot on my marking the first half of the season. I haven't taken a contested mark, so I spent a lot of time working on my contested marking, and for then that to stick, I was really happy about it. And I think you could tell by the shock on my face as I was on my way down.
What did it feel like when you're in the air? Was all those things kind of felt slow motion, or it happened pretty quick?
I don't really remember a lot of it, but I do remember the crowd was pretty cool and they got around it when I got down, and Lammy was like, just kick the set shot, and I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot, I'll try to, that's my aim.
There's a lot of talk that it's been one of the best marks ever. How does it feel to have that kind of spoken about?
I feel like it's a really massive call. I think I've watched it maybe too many times to think it's like anything amazing now, but I'm pretty honoured to have that said about my mark. But I think it's just a massive call.
When you said you didn't expect it, but when you're up there in the air and you can kind of see it coming, do you remember what was going through your mind? It's like, I've just got to stick this. You're like, holy hell, I'm so high.
I think usually when I'm tried to take a contested mark, and as I said, the first part of the season, I've been thinking about way too much, but I just don't think I was really thinking about anything, and that's probably worked in my favour.
And what has been the reaction like? So everyone's been chatting to you about it, but what about your teammates, your family? You look like your mum taking intercepting football, but what's been the reaction? Yeah,
everyone's been really excited and happy for me, which is really nice, and a couple of my teammates reckon they want some money or some velocity points if I win it. Might have to go on a team trip or something if I win, but we'll see.
Yeah, talk to us about what you would do with the 50k. What would it mean to you? Would it change your life, or do you think that it would get filtered out a bit amongst your teammates or Lucas?
Yeah, well, Lucas wants a big bucket of Maltesers, so I'll have to find some way to get that for you. But I think I have tried not to think about it too much because I don't want to jinx anything. It'll probably have to go in savings or something. Hopefully get out of my parents' house a bit sooner.
Did your phone blow up? Did you get a lot of messages post-game?
Yeah, I did get quite a few. It was nice feeling a bit famous.
Anyone famous that you are?
Chloe Malloy messaged me yesterday, which took me by surprise, and I was fangirling a bit. Taylor Harris followed me as well, which was also screenshotted it, sent it to all my friends.
In terms of that was the individual moment, but where the team's tracking at the moment, a bit like you, seems to be on the way up. I mean, how proud are you how the team has sort of pulled together, particularly in the past few weeks, to get these wins?
Yeah, it's been a really good past few weeks. We've enjoyed it, but I think we've taken a lot out of every game, lots of positives and also lots of things that we can work on. This week's going to be really important, could sort of determine the rest of our season. So I think we need to really focus on ourselves now. We've celebrated a bit. I think on the days of the games, on the days of a win, we've enjoyed it, and then gone straight on to focus on our next week. So it's going to be really important for St Kilda.
Given previous years' performances, I don't know what your internal expectations were this year, but have you almost had to adjust it now that you're looking at possibly finals if you can get the results going the right way in the next few weeks?
I think our expectations have always really stayed the same, but we've now been able to achieve our goals and stuff, which has been really important for us, and setting our KPIs for each game. And on the weekend we ticked off all 4 of our KPIs, which is really exciting for us because we haven't been able to do that yet.
How important is this game? They're obviously sitting 8th, you guys at 9th. Probably your last real tough test before finals if you are to make it. Is that something that's talked about a lot, or are you very much the 1 week at a time?
Yeah, very much 1 week at a time, and sort of gone into it no different than any other game. It's so unpredictable what teams can sort of produce each week in the AFLW, and I think that this week's no different. We're just going to take it like it's any other game. It doesn't matter whether it can determine the rest of our season, but just making sure we're playing the game we want to play and focusing on ourselves.
You also got the Rising Star Nom this week, your second time getting that. How did it feel to be recognised?
Yeah, it was really cool. I wasn't expecting it at all. I didn't even know I was still eligible, to be honest. But Juicy announced it yesterday in front of the group, which was a really nice moment. She said some really nice words about me, which almost made me start crying a bit. But no, it was really cool, and I'm just grateful, I guess.
What did she say?
Oh, she said something about how I'm like a sister to her, which was lovely, and obviously throw on a bit of banter around there as well.
And is that another prize that you'd like to win?
Yeah, I'd love to win the Rising Star. I think that's a massive reflection on like your whole season rather than Mark of the Year, which is just one moment. But I think Molly and Shanae Goody, they're doing so well. I'd really love to see them get up there. They've just come out in their first season, just absolutely attacked it. They've been so instrumental for our team.
Looking back 12 months ago, this team just looks completely different. The way it goes about its confidence, ability to hit the scoreboard. Even you talk about hitting the forward KPIs. Is there something in particular that's stood out for you, noticing the transition going on? This has particularly been helpful in getting us to where we are now.
I think we've honestly just matured a lot as a team. We understand each other so much more now. Some of them been playing together for now 3 years. It's just, I think it's just a maturity thing, to be honest.
Yep. And what's it like this year? It seemed like you talk about, the cheers, and you took that mark and sort of thing. It seems like a pretty amazing atmosphere at Alberton this year. Talk us about playing in front of this crowd, because it seems like one of the better places to play. Yeah,
I'm pretty biased, but I think we've got one of the best crowds out there. It gets pretty full each week, which is awesome. It's so exciting to play in front of that many people and people that really care about us as well. I think we just have one of the best support groups.